I've actually been interested in the environment and the future of the human race on the planet for as long as I can remember. Apparently, even when I was two, the first sentence I ever said was to ask somebody to pick a cigarette packet off the floor that they'd thrown there on a train. That was when I was two, and since then, I've just learned more and more and more about how the human race is systematically destroying our own home. And I've got more and more upset with it to the point that I've dedicated the rest of my life to trying to solve those problems. I came here actually to Ibiza in 1985, having travelled around the world probably 17 times during 12 and a half years working as a radio officer in the Merchant Navy. And I'd seen with my own eyes, not on a TV programme, how we're cutting down rainforests and we're cutting down boreal forests all over the world to make paper. We're polluting the oceans. We're driving huge ships around, bigger and bigger and bigger, disturbing all the wildlife. We're basically turning the whole world into a huge garbage tip. Going across the Pacific once from Panama to Japan, actually I started to count the pieces of floating plastic in the sea because I was getting very disturbed by seeing all this floating garbage. And that was in 1978. I actually remember writing an article in a magazine at the time complaining about the amount of stuff that ships were throwing over the side as they crossed over the oceans. I actually really detest garbage. That's what actually I started to do when I first came to Ibiza, and I set up the local Friends of the Earth branch here in 1989, specifically to clean beaches, because I really cannot sit on a beach full of garbage. And I've cleaned about 600 beaches on the island of Ibiza during the last 29 years. But I'm tired of cleaning up after everybody else now. What I've done here in Casita Verde during the last 26 years is to convert a very small country house, which I rent from some very lovely Ibizinco people, into a well-known and totally functional education centre for the study and the application of alternative lifestyle techniques. And I'm very happy to be living here now because I've actually created a paradise in which to live myself. But I'm not quite satisfied with just living a paradise life here in my little kingdom. I'd like everybody else to live more or less the same in a paradise. And we can actually make the planet Earth into a paradise that it was if we all work together. And that's my motive for getting out of bed in the morning and making lots and lots of different projects to involve more people every day in the reparation of the damage we've done to the planet and trying to prepare us for a future where we can take more care of our Mother Earth so that we can live together in harmony for a long, long time into the future.